Hey guys, what's up? Jared here, Dex and Dice. Ramblings of an LGS owner. Uh, don't really have a whole bunch to why I'm bitching and complain about today. This is really just going to be a rambling video. Um, I guess first and foremost, we'll start with Bloomburrow. Sales are good. Sales are great. They're pretty strong. Set is great. No complaints whatsoever, really. Our pre-release on Friday was kind of small, but we had, there was like a competing concert in one of the towns next to us, and plus it was the Wolverine and Deadpool movie going on, so a lot of people just opted to do that. Um, so we're having a second pre-release today at 2:30, so we'll see how that shit goes. But overall, fucking Bloomberg has been good. Everyone online, they're kind of accurate with everything they're saying, and I got really not much more to say than that. Just fucking Bloomberg was good shit. Um, the one of the things that I saw the other day that was kind of funny, and I just wanted to touch on, was the dudes using the CAT scan or MRI or whatever to like X-ray the packs of Pokemon to be able to pick out uh, the hollows and all that. And honestly, just kind of seeing that as like what it is, like go you, congratulations if that's what you can do, cool. But people are getting kind of bent out of shape about it, and I don't really know why because the stars have to align in a certain way for you to be able to do that. Not everyone's going to be able to do that. So, kudos to this person or persons that can do it. I mean, I'm sure the hospital enjoys you abusing that expensive ass machine for this, or if you're a doctor that might have one, fucking go you and congratulations. But for the most part, you have to have access to this. You have to have someone who knows how to run it. You have to be able to have access to it in between whenever it's being used, so forth and so forth. Like it's literally the stars have to align for you to be able to use it. So if you can, cool. Like it's just one of those things, man. If you can get a leg up on some shit, get a leg up on some shit. Not like horribly like cheat and steal and all that shit, but like it's a tool at this person's disposal. Fuck it, use it. So, anyways, I don't think it would work on like magic packs, honestly. But maybe for like serialized cards or the raised foils, shit like that, textured foils maybe. But like all that dumb shit aside, the thing that caught my attention was why are you messing with individual packs? Unless this person had a sealed booster box, and that's where they got the pack from. They opened it themselves and all that, cool. But buying individual packs offline, be it TCG Player or fucking eBay, Amazon, any of that shit, is a big no. You never buy individual packs from these places because there's a 95% chance that that individual pack came from a booster box or a case of shit to where the big hits have already been found. And sure, there might be like a 0.3% chance for you to have another big hit, but no, no. So, professional opinion, if you are buying or looking at buying individual packs offline, just don't. Just don't. Terrible fucking idea. Terrible idea. Uh, let's see. One Piece. Had someone come in yesterday for the One Piece locals, which never fires. If you're watching this and you see One Piece locals on the Bandai thing, don't bother showing up. Just being as blunt as possible. One Piece never fires. One Piece was doing okay for a minute there, and we were having locals on like Wednesdays and Saturdays. Then one day, like we had an issue because like back then, One Piece and Yu-Gi-Oh ran on the same day. We had an issue where we were doing a boxed case tournament for Yu-Gi-Oh, and we put in the Discord like, "Hey, we're having a case tourney for Yu-Gi-Oh. We're gonna cancel the One Piece tournament. I mean locals for this week. Sorry guys, there probably just won't be enough room." And what those people apparently heard was, "Fuck you, we hate you, don't come back, your game sucks, blow me, um, bye, have a nice day, don't let the door hit you on the ass on the way out." So, which was not the case. But, anyways, One Piece just doesn't fire. Even though we've talked about doing it again on Wednesdays and Saturdays, Wednesdays are a terrible day just because it's Yu-Gi-Oh! And when the kids get back in, there's going to be 24 to 32 people here every fucking Wednesday to play Yu-Gi-Oh! That doesn't really leave a lot of room for another card game where there might be, I don't know, 6 to 8 other people. Like, we can fit it and all that good stuff, but it's noisy and a lot of people just don't like it. But, like, anyways, we we tried to do it on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and like I said, that Discord shit happened, so people stopped showing up. So we just stopped doing One Piece locals, cause fuck it, you know. Even though that people are like, "Hey man, it'd be great to have One Piece locals again." It's like, yeah, it would be, but who's gonna show up? Cause like out of the 12 people that say it'd be great for One Piece locals, 2 of you are gonna show the fuck up. Um, And to be fair, I would run it with just 2 of you, but how long is it going to take until both of you are like, "It's just us two. We play the same fucking decks. I'm bored. I'm not coming back in." So, kind of got to weigh your options there. So, long story short, if you look up the shop and you're looking to play One Piece and you see the locals tournament, don't fucking bother. Don't come out. The only thing that fires at this shop as far as One Piece goes are fucking pre releases, and that's it. That's when I usually drop off all the fucking tournament packs and everything that we get is on pre release. I just, poop out a bunch of like here stuff. Thanks for coming out. And just go. So, yeah. Don't know if that's the way it is with everywhere else, but from what I've gathered and talking to other store owners kind of around, pretty much is the same fucking story. Um, so, yeah, there's that. The other issue with running One Piece on Saturdays is kind of our catch-all day. That's when we have like our 40K stuff. That's when we have Digimon. Like that's when we will run pre-releases and everything for Digimon or universes, and any other random shit we might have. Sundays just never really work out because I think everyone's just like, "Man, fuck, I got to go back to work tomorrow. I'm just gonna hang around the house and chill." So, yeah, that's One Piece. um, that is fucking One Piece in a nutshell. So that's just kind of just how it is. Sometimes shit just is the way it is. So another rambling thing to kind of throw out here with my tinfoil hatness is because I was scanning some foils and non-foils the other day, and people were noticing that the non-foil was worth more than the foil. And that is because most people are only interested in busting open collector boxes to chase whatever chase card it may be. From serialized to what they're doing right now with the Bloomburrow, which is the raised foils, um, to just all the alt arts and other random shit they put in collector boxes. That's just what everyone wants to open if you can afford it. And the bulk bullshit that's in there, that's what ends up flooding the market. And every single one of those is foil. So that's my tinfoil hat theory slash what I've seen with my own eyeballs that appears to be happening, which is foils are flooding the market and your standard shit isn't. So, which is kind of sad, especially for those that don't like foils because they curl like fucking Pringles. Um, But yeah, like I said, that's my tinfoil hat theory. Let me know if you agree with that, or if you have your own tinfoil hat theory on that one. Um, so yeah, what else could I possibly touch on? um, if I seem a little lower energy than usual, I went across the street and got some biscuits and gravy, and yeah, now all I want to do is kind of take a nap. So yeah, sorry guys. Um, oh, something that just kind of want to like touch on because it's just something I've been following with a specific YouTuber I watch. I'm not gonna name names or anything, but the dude seems to be still having an issue with dealing with like TCG Direct, his inventory, and conditioning issues. And I don't know his story. I don't know what he has to work with, what he doesn't have to work with, how many employees he has, et cetera, et cetera. I do know from just looking at the background and everything from when he's walking around doing videos, he has two Rokas. Those things are 25K a pop. Don't know if he outright bought them or if he's on like the payment plan thing that they offer, which is like last I knew was like I think 1,200, 1,600 a month or some shit like that, and you get to use the Roka until you pay it off or something. I don't remember. Anyways, it's like $1,200, $1,600 a month just to have that thing in there. Um, and he's got a nice, real nice spot. Everything is prim, proper. Slat walls, all that good stuff. Nice open play space. Like he's got a really nice fucking setup. So I can only assume that he has means. But it seems like with this particular scenario, at least as far as his inventory and the conditioning and everything goes, he's running himself in circles and giving himself a headache over shit that he should be giving himself a headache over. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that's not important, but like to the level it seems to be bothering him, I don't think it's warranted. Um, like me and Rob have said, dude, just sell everything at LP, which is what we do. Um, because like especially lately, a lot of the shit that even comes out of packs, like you can bust open a pack, and that shit will be LP right out the fucking pack. Especially with Bloomburrow, like yeah, it's a great set, selling all that good stuff, but like, dude, some of those cards come out of those packs beat the fuck up, and I don't know how. So, and that's happened with other sets too, where you open up a pack and it's just LP right out the fucking gate. So why not just list everything at LP and just be done with it? Um, Another thing that he kind of was like doing was using boxes with his employees' names on it with, I guess, card games or something that they were responsible for conditioning and maybe listing or something, or at least conditioning. Anyways, like I get where he's coming from with that. He wants to figure out which cog in his machine is the squeaky one. Like if he can be like, just for instance, this lightning bolt was graded at LP and TCG came back with the order and said it was MP. Well, Billy Bobob here had the, we'll say, Magic the Gathering Reds or some shit like that. So Billy Bobob here is the one that's fucking up. So like I get why he's doing it, so he can track down stuff and be like, dude, what the fuck? But that just seems a little weird. Like I said, I understand it, but it seems like you're just kind of trying to make your employees walk on eggshells, and that in turn will make their stress levels go up, and they're probably more prone to fuck up if their stress levels are up. Like if they're looking at a card being like, man, if I don't get this wrong, I'm gonna get fucking yelled at. My job, I might lose my job, if I fuck up enough. Like, the expectation behind that is that, you know, you're not going to fuck up. You're going to do the best job you possibly can to do the job well and keep your job. But 9 times out of 10, it just ends up being someone does it just enough to keep their shitty little job and will still fuck up. Even though it'll be like within acceptable margins of error, they're still going to fuck up. So like, that just seems like he took extra steps for, in my eyes, no real reason. Other than to maybe just make his employees feel like they had to walk on eggshells. Again, I don't know. I wouldn't do that to my minions, because if it's not Yu-Gi-Oh, everything else it's like scanned into the fucking inventory. I did. If it's fucked up, it's my fault. If there's a discrepancy, it's fucking my fault. It's me. This is my shop. I run this bitch. It's my responsibility. I delegate some shit sometimes, but mostly, if anything fucks up, it's mine. I mean, I don't know how else to put that. But anyways, like, I don't know, I think that's just extra steps. Like, I don't know why he's complicating. Again, I know why he's doing it, but I don't know why he chose to go about that way to do that. That just seems like a little, I don't know, I don't want to say like, no, that's not even the right word I'm thinking of. Anyways, I wouldn't do it. I'll leave it at that. And then he was worrying about like storing the boxes like in his inventory and his 5K boxes and stuff like that, where he was actually wondering about like the white like the white little alphabetical cards you can get and stuff. This one was obviously a Yu-Gi-Oh one with spell and trap on it. But using like these to like individually separate his magic cards or just his cards in general, like, card, thing, card, thing. And like, I get it because it sits on top of the card. You can cycle through this to expose the card and reach in and grab it and like not really damage the card. But then he was also worrying about like it rubbing up against the card and causing damage too. And it's like, yeah, over a long enough timeline, that's going to happen. Even just picking this card up and dropping it down into the fucking box is going to cause damage. I mean, there's no way to really get around that. Shit's going to happen. There's so many small fucking things that are going to happen where you can try to mitigate them, but you can't mitigate them all. You might as well just accept the fact that shit's going to get fucked up and institute a few broad, general, like, nets that are going to catch most of your fucking issues. Not 86 different little nets that you hope catch your issues. So, like I mentioned on his video, like, what we do is, and granted my inventory is nowhere near as huge as his because super small fucking shop, so this works for us. I mean, it might not go well for him, but anyways, I was like, dude, just separate your shit, like color, and then alphabetical. Like, again, he has a huge inventory. I get why that wouldn't be a thing, but like ours is separated into, like, all my commons and uncommons are in boxes. Like, these are all commons and uncommons. The rares and all that good shit, they get put into the actual 5K boxes, and they're separated into color and alphabetical. And they all have a penny sleeve. You can fit up to about 10 of a copy of card into your penny sleeve. If you want, you can separate the foils, showcases, blah blah blah, with additional penny sleeves. This will cut down on the friction in between your cards. This will cut down on the wear and tear of picking them up and dropping them back into the box when you're sifting through shit. This will also more or less just keep the cards in a overall better condition than, the chances of them getting fucked up being in the box are greatly reduced. Now, he said that he did this prior to, but like I don't remember his reasoning and why they stopped. But that's just, it's like the easiest way to do it, I think, um, because these little, where the fuck did I put that thing? the the little divider thing that I just had and fucking dropped down and can't find now. That's all right, Shop Ghost, you win. But yeah, like those things, like they're cheap, but they're not cheap compared to penny sleeves. So like buying thousands of those to be able to slip in between each individual card in a 5,000 count box seems like it's a little costly. Um, and this is the dude who puts tracking on fucking orders that are like that 15, 16 mark and above. But like with that shit, no. Um, those white cards, those white things are probably about the thickness of two cards in one, so you're also eating up space in the box. Everyone knows that while we can get 5K boxes at a bundle of like 25 or whatever for, I think it's like 100 something bucks, um, that's still not that great. It's fucking cardboard that you can make into a 5K box, so like it's still expensive. But it just seems like you would need more 5K boxes to accomplish that versus just penny sleeving shit and separating it, alphabetically. Now, like I told him too, like with the size of his shit, I could definitely see like, okay, this row is black. Here's the A's, here's AA, here's AB, here's AC, stuff like that. So that cuts down on search time. But yeah, like individually, those white things in between, no, would not do. Uh, the only thing I can think of with the penny sleeve that might be an issue as far as condition goes would be like, yeah, the tops are exposed if you have like 8 or more in there, but you're usually using the tip of your finger to look through shit, or your middle finger or something like that. If you're a complete and total moron and you decide to use your fingernails to dig through that shit, one, why? Two, why? Three, yeah, that's about the only way I can think of to where they could possibly get damaged in the box like that. So yeah, that was just something that I felt like rambling about there. Like, and also, just to throw this one out there, direct is optional. You don't have to do direct. If you're in direct and you find out like this is kind of looking to be from the outside in, like I said, I don't know the specifics really. Looks like it's more of a pain in the ass than it's worth for this particular individual. You can always opt out of direct. You can be like, guys, I tried this shit. Obviously, there's a breakdown in something here. Either my guys are fucking up and they can't condition anything to save their life, or your guys are being way too fucking picky, and if it's not pristine, like near mint 10, you're gonna hit it as fucking LP anyways. Um, so like it just seems you would just take a moment, drop out of direct for a month or two, get your ducks more in line if you really want to do direct, and then push forward back into direct, so that way if you have the same issues, like 3 or 4 months into, you can be like, okay man, obviously it's not us, we are following shit to a T, you guys are being too fucking picky, thanks but no thanks, we will just take the order load ourselves. And in his particular instance, they'd be able to handle that. I'm pretty sure he has dedicated employee or employees to online stuff. If our small ass shop can knock out 30 to 50 orders a day, like on average, like not every day is 30 to 50, mind you, but like if we can do that shit, he can definitely do that shit. and you have 48 hours to ship anything out anyways, or at least mark it as shipped, and then take an extra 24 hours to ship it out if you have to. Um, so like, you can technically have a 2-day backlog and still rifle through shit and ship it out on time. Now, maybe they don't want to do that, which I get, but from most people that I've talked to, when they order something off of TCG, they don't expect to get that shit in 3 days anyways. They expect like a week, week and a half at most. I mean, 2 weeks, but that's fucking pushing it. Like the average is like a week, week and a half. So like, I just think that if I was him, that's what I would do as far as the direct program goes. It seems like it's being too much of a fucking headache for him. I would just drop out for a little bit, get my shit to where I think it's the best that it's going to be, and then go back into direct. Give it another month or two, maybe 3 or 4. See what the RIs come back as. If you're falling well within that 2% fuck up mark, or if you're still getting the, hey, you're fucking up more than 2%, and then just be like, okay, man, this is obviously a you thing. Sorry, TCG. You guys are too fucking picky. We're going to step back. We're just going to take the orders on the chin. We're just going to have 1 or 2 people who that's all they do is they come in, they fill orders, they fucking leave. Done. And arguably, maybe on a long enough timeline, you'd make more money doing that because you wouldn't have that 30 to 50% chunk that, direct takes out of your fucking sales. I get that it's just handy to get an RI every 2 or 3 days a week and then just fill out 400 cards here and ship that shit out and just be done with it. So I don't know. It seems like just taking on the individual orders, having a floor price. Don't sell a fucking card for a nickel, sell it for 25 cents. And then the shipping that they charge, which is like a minimum of $1.27 if you're not fucking doing something dumb. Take that $1.27 or even jack it up to $1.99. People are still gonna fucking order from you. And take that and, use the profit you get from the shipping to tack on to the price of the card. I'm assuming over a long enough timeline, you could probably factor out, if you want to be a number cruncher, that, yeah, it's more work, but it pays off more in the end. Like, that's the only thing I can assume. Like, on a long enough timeline, it would net you more money. More of a pain in the ass, but net you more money. Which, most of the times, that's how that works out anyways. If you're just trying to look for the quickest, easiest route to complete something, probably gonna make some money, but nowhere near what you could make if you just did it your damn self, So, anywho, I really hope he figures it the fuck out, because I like the dude. I've never met him or talked to him or anything, but I like watching his shit. He's a good dude, apparently, or seems it. So, anyways, fucking done rambling. It's a 30-minute video. For the locals, remember this one. We dropped League. It's no longer Commander League. It's just Commander, Friday Night Commander. Come in, play your Commander shit, either get wrecked or get good. Also, just going to shill the Patreon again. Yes, it's geared more towards locals, but dude, if you just like my rambling bullshit, or just, you go on our socials and you like the dumb shit that we post, etc., etc. Sorry, allergies. There's like $1.50 and a $3 option where you can just be like, here, man, here's some fucking couch change. I like what you're doing. Just take it, and I don't know, fucking it's $1.50. Buy a Snickers bar or some shit, So like, yeah, there's ways to support us even if you're not local and you can't like really take advantage of the Patreon discounts and all that shit. There's still a way just to be like, here, man, have a fucking dollar, So, anywho, you guys take it easy. It's like 1 o'clock. We open in 30 minutes. I'm gonna just maybe drink some tea and chill the hell out before the day starts. As always, I'll leave you with the sage advice. that life is not a dick. You don't have to take it so hard. You guys be safe out there, and I'll talk to you in another week, hopefully, a couple of days. Really just depends on when the fuck I feel like making a video. You guys have a good one.